So 350, and if you stuck around this long, you are one of our valued
350.
viewers. Yeah, you know what? It'll be
Absolutely.
a good thing when we get to 350. That goes without saying. That means we have longevity in the game. And if anything, I think we need to treat ourselves to a vacation.
I agree. It's going to be a hell of a vacation too.
Okay, let's go to Germany.
Oh, you're already there.
Well, I'll meet you there, bro.
I don't know about all that.
Oh,
Well,
on,
welcome everybody. Yeah, no, right? Me going to Germany, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't even have a passport, man.
Yeah, what you mean? I'm calling Trump right now.
What? No, you don't have to do that.
Something sounds illegal here. You don't got a passport.
No, right? Not even. This is my mentality. My thought process behind not having a passport is that, like, yeah, there's a million beautiful places in the world, but there's like my whole backyard I haven't even seen yet. Like, I haven't even been to Mount Rushmore. I haven't been to Washington State. There's a lot of places I haven't been to yet.
Well, you got to cross the water every now and then, man.
Cross the water? What are you trying to say? Do I look Mexican?
With that being said, welcome to Captain Conversations. My name is Lamont Braithwaite. I'm your metric specialist.
And I'm Bob G, your web design strategist.
Today, we got a special treat for y'all today because this is, I want to say, a good friend of mine that we have gotten to know over the past, I want to say, year and a half, I think. We'll clarify that when she comes. But she was into something that resonated with me, and it was journaling. I was battling depression for a while, and I didn't know how to get out of it. So journaling was one of the ways that I did find my way back. Not only that, she's taken up digital marketing online, and it's really it's good to see her take off like she's doing. And I might have to ride those coattails because she might be doing a little better than me. But I say, but I can overcome this, because I'm a competitor, but she's doing phenomenal, and I just want to bring her out and let y'all see it in action. Bob, do you know anything about journaling?
Journaling?
Well, not
like writing,
not like
a
writing
in a journal.
TV, like writing in a journal.
So when we had previous guest Marla Ballard, she hooked me up with a journaling book, and to be 100% honest, I haven't done anything with that. So maybe Tylesa could help me, give me some tips to like get started. And yeah, let's bring her out, man.
Yeah, well, we're gonna bring out Tylesa. Tylesa, how you doing? Come on out the back room. You can't stay back there. And,
I'm already knowing. Hey, fellas, thank y'all for having me.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you finally.
I know, finally. What, you asked me like a year ago? Oops.
But that just shows that you stuck around long enough, and it's been almost about a year.
Yeah.
Well, close to.
I think you were right. Well, probably when you asked me, but I think we've been communicating and been friends for like a year and a half now. Like, time has flown by. So,
yeah, it's flying. So tell us a little bit more about yourself besides the journaling. We're going to get into that because I want to dive into that. Okay. Where you from? What's going on in your side of town?
My name is Tylesa Smith. Everybody calls me Ty or Coach Ty. I am a mother. I work a 9 to 5, and I am going to call myself an up-and-coming entrepreneur. Or should I say, I'm an entrepreneur. Let me just put it like that. Because I've been in the game for a minute. Yeah. But, sometimes it don't just catch up right quick. It's not easy. So, I've been doing it for years. And since 2021, I've been, making should I say side hustle? It was a side hustle, but now it's like, no, this is my business. So yeah, I'm from Georgia, but I live in Fort Worth, Texas. I have 2 children, an 18-year-old son and a 14-year-old daughter. We've been in Texas for about 7 years now, and we love it. I wouldn't change it for nothing. I do work a 9 to 5 in security. Besides that, entrepreneurship has become my life. Coaching, mentoring, writing books, and handmade journals are my jam. That's my thing. That's what I do.
See?
Yes.
Now we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that because, Bob needs a little help here. He needs a little push every now and then,
I got you.
And what can you do?
I just got so much on my plate. I got so much on my plate.
No, it's no excuse.
Pulling
no
out.
Excuse, Bob. No.
Okay, fine. You're right.
That's when you need to start. That's when you need to start, John. When you have a lot on your plate, let that be your stamping ground. Where you dump all of that in your head on paper. Get it out.
That's good advice. So, that's good advice.
Journaling is something that I've gotten into over the years, and I think I needed it because it helped me so much. Because as a man, I know it's different from men and women, but men like to keep everything inside. And that was the only way I can get it out. And once I started, I couldn't stop. And, I would write my way out of stuff. I would write my way into stuff. And, it actually helped me manifest a little bit better. So if it was something that I wanted to see or have or get done, I would write about it and I would just, write as if I had it, or write as if I'm doing the things to obtain it. What are the best, I want to say, I got a good question. What are the best ways to use journal? I want to say not in manifestation ways, but what are the ways to use journals to, brighten up your life or put you in the right direction? Because you're the mentor, you're the coach, and I need to talk about that.
I got you, yeah. Well, I'm not going to get too in depth about what happened with me, but I've journaled all my life, but I kind of stopped as a grown up raising kids, and it took a traumatic experience for me to really get back into it. So it was a series of me writing things down on paper, expressing my emotions because I was broken and I was mad as hell. Like I needed to let it out. And those pages were where I decided to write it out. Like, shit, I'm mad. Excuse my language. Like,
it's all good.
I can't deal with this. I'm not built for this, just writing. And some days I would pour out prayers. I would cry. And it's like journaling became a part of my healing process. That's where I was able to put pen to paper and just flow freely, like those emotions. Even when like I couldn't speak to anyone or can talk to anyone about my situation, the pages were always there. I still have those journals. So I would say in order to, start journaling or get into it, don't overthink it. Journaling, it doesn't matter how you come at journaling. That's your journal. You write what you want to, you write what you feel, and you just get into it. My thing is you have to be real, raw, and honest when it comes to healing in your healing process. And when you're not sugarcoating nothing on those pages and you're telling yourself the truth, that's where the healing begins. So people they overthink it. They see glitz, glamour, all of that on those pages. Like, I like to decorate my journal pages, but it's not always like that. Some pages are just pen. That's it. And my words and my thoughts. When I feel like, I'm cluttered by like Bob or I got a lot on my plate, I'm going to write that out. I write goals. I set goals. And I love going back to Habakkuk 2-3. Not trying to get too biblical, but that's my starting point. You got to write the vision and make it plain. And then that, to me, that signifies manifestation. You're writing the vision, you're making it plain. Though it tarry, just wait a while. It's going to come. I'm paraphrasing y'all. So that's how I look at it when it comes to a manifestation standpoint. but anybody can journal. Anybody can pick up a pen and a notebook and write. Right. So
Yeah,
I hope
true
it
that.
answers
You're
your
making it
question.
sound like the way that I'm taking, or what I'm taking from this, is that it doesn't have to be structured. It doesn't have to be like a beginning, middle, and end. It's just you can just like
Right.
blurt it all out and just
Right.
throw it out on there. I like that a
Mm-hmm.
lot. That is that's the approach that I have to take, because since
Mm-hmm.
doing websites and stuff like that, everything is structural. There's a beginning,
Mm-hmm.
middle, and end, and there's a lot in the middle. But the way that you're explaining it all, it's like you gotta just let it flow, let it come out, and then
Yeah.
I guess at some point later on down the line, you probably throw it into ChatGPT and make like a nice story out of it.
Of
But
course.
for the
Yeah.
purpose of journaling, just throw it all out there and put it on
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Sometimes I use prompts. Sometimes I just freestyle. Prompts will, something like, how did I feel today? Or how did this make me feel? Where can I start today? Or just an affirmation. Today is going to be a great day.
yeah.
I
See,
am
and then
successful. I am healthy. I am wealthy. Just write.
mhm.
If it when it flows freely, it's like a release for me. When I write, it's
Yeah.
like a weight off of my shoulders. Like I don't have to keep that in my head at all times. I can just let it flow. I can just be myself, because once I put it on paper, it's like the pages hold my weight. I no longer have
Yeah.
to carry it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's one of my biggest things. And then, when I started journaling, I kind of like kept two journals. One
Mm-hmm.
was like my personal one, and then
Mm-hmm.
I actually started journaling on Facebook. It's a difference, but I try to be more positive, like when I'm around different sets of people,
Yes.
because positivity attracts positivity. So,
Yeah.
normally I'm more positive on Facebook than I ever have before. And it's attracting a lot of the right people. So I almost
Mm-hmm.
think that I'm journaling on Facebook as well. When I go out there, I say good morning. And most of the
Yes.
stuff that I say in my morning post is pretty much for me, but it
Mm-hmm.
helps other people too, you know.
Absolutely.
And I always try to, start my day off right. So
Mm-hmm.
I journal first in my own notebook, and then I
Mm-hmm.
journal again, like basically on
On
Facebook every now
Facebook.
and then,
Yeah, I get
So
that. And
and
I'm the
and
same way. So
yeah,
yeah, I can see
yeah.
that. I can
So
see that Facebook is a place that I journal as well.
yeah, yeah. So it's gratifying to me because it keeps me with that gratitude within, and
Mm-hmm.
then normally my days are pretty good. They are pretty good. So
Yeah,
I owe that
absolutely.
a debt of gratitude for even getting some of that stuff out and making me
Mm-hmm.
just it's cleansing for me. you know,
Yes, I agree.
and I feel a whole lot different than I did maybe a couple of years ago. Now
Right.
I'm off to the
Yeah.
races and I feel good. And once
Same.
I wake up and I feel good, the whole day is generally a little better. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy about journaling. And if anybody out there that's going to be listening to this podcast, if you don't know anything about journaling, make sure, and I'll make sure we leave a link in all the descriptions,
Oh
hit you
yes.
up because it's a definite. Now,
Yeah.
I don't want to get off this subject just yet because I have a couple of journals I completed, and I
Mm-hmm.
seen one of your videos. Do I keep
Mm-hmm.
them or do I burn them? And I don't
Yes.
know exactly what to do with them.
Okay.
What would you suggest?
My advice would be to figure out what are the details of one or the other. Like if
Hmm.
you have a journal where you really poured out something that happened to you that was traumatic and during a healing
Hmm.
experience, you
Hmm.
might want to burn that sort of as a release. Now,
Okay.
if it's something that you've been writing goals or things you want to accomplish or manifest, you might look back on
Hmm.
that and be like, okay, this is something I want to keep to look back on. That's
Right.
how I would take it. Like, I haven't gotten around to it, but I plan on it. I have a journal, the first journal that I wrote after the traumatic experience that I went through. I plan on
Hmm.
burning that one because I'm no longer in that point. Like I've healed, I've moved on. Those pages can burn. I'm about like
Right.
Usher, let it burn.
Well, okay.
but
Okay. Okay.
but I also have journals where I've manifested things. I've written down goals, and I go back and I highlight and I look back over what I've accomplished. And that's just motivation for me to keep going on those days when I really don't know, how I'm going to do stuff. Or it's just like, okay, I got to keep this. I can look back on it, and it really gets me through. It pushes me to the next level in my life, so to speak. So that's what I would suggest.
The Japanese have a practice. The name escapes me right now, but it's an exercise that has been in use for people who tend to hoard things. They accumulate all this stuff. So the practice goes that they find something that it kind of like means something to them, but they don't really need it. So they'll say they'll talk to it and be like, thank you for being part of my life for this long and helping me out through X, Y, and Z. And it's the same principle. You have those things that are part of you that yes, they granted you the experience, you gotten to this point, but you don't need to be looking back on that stuff. So burning it and releasing it and letting it go, that's what I see. That's what I relate to with that.
Same
and I
concept.
think and I think I've been a part of that before, but I didn't witness it. I didn't realize what it was. In the States, when I was a part of a football organization, we would write down where we seen ourselves like at the end of the season, and then we won't talk about it. We'll just write it down and then put it in the bucket and then burn it. I don't know if it was a ritual or whatever it was, but it works to a certain extent because nobody knew what nobody else wrote. But that was just stuck with us. And once we burnt it, and it was like, I don't know how it worked, but the team escalated in some kind of way. And I was just like, well, maybe it does work. And then I wanted to ask so bad, what you write? What you write? What you write? And, I'm trying to be nosy because to see if it might have been the way frequencies and vibrations go. It'll go a little quicker if, like, say, me, you, and Bob, we're thinking about the same thing, and we vibrating on the same length or wave path and the frequency. And then whatever we was looking to get into or looking forward to get as in business or something like that, it'll come a little quicker because the vibration is so strong. The frequency is so strong.
Yeah.
And then I'm into that kind of stuff, but I can't explain it, if that makes sense. But I'm loving the path that I'm on, and I'm loving how, I'm starting to vibrate out at a higher frequency, and I'm meeting some people that I would not normally meet 2-3 years ago.
Right.
And journaling has helped me do that.
Likewise.
Tylesa, I know that you said that you went through, things that happened in your past, and it kind of like propelled you to where you're at now. What do you have going on right now besides the journaling?
Right now, I am tapping into the digital marketing space. It has been a game changer for me. I love journals. I love making handmade journals for customers and all that good stuff. But sometimes you need that the revenue. You need the money to pour back into the business and stuff like that. And now that I've tapped into digital marketing, it's like, okay, I can put these funds here. I can use these funds to fund my business, and it's just, it's been a godsend. It's like I post the link, and, people are really just grabbing for it. And I can't, I'm honestly blown away. So with the digital marketing, I'm also doing affiliate marketing. And they're going hand in hand because I've joined a couple of groups on school, a couple of memberships. And when I tell you, like, the affiliate memberships have really just blown through the roof for me. I've made over, I want to say, almost 700 just in affiliate marketing alone. And I've only been doing it for a month and a half, something like that. Right, Lamont, because I got in touch with you about it and gave me some pointers, and you was like, set a deadline and get there. So haven't quite reached the deadline yet, but it's really, really amazing just to see.
But it's a work in progress, and you're getting there quick because I've been following you, and I know where you are in the digital space. And like I was telling Bob earlier, I was like, it pretty much just took off, and it took off kind of quick. And, a lot of people don't see that kind of success. A lot of people have been in the digital marketing space for years and haven't made no money. But you got into this thing, you was like, you know what, I'm going all in on this. I was like, yeah, just look for a couple of things. And once you find that, it's going upwards.
I was like, okay, I see what Lamont's talking about. Oh, man, I was so amazed. And in your first 5K with Arlen, that's the school membership I'm in. And she had so many tools in this and resources in this one membership. And y'all, within the last 2 months, I joined at the end of April. By the end of June, I had reached my 5K.
Wow.
So I reached the 5K and I was like, ooh. And it's like I love to pour into myself. I love to learn. I'm always gonna be a learner, and I'm always gonna be teachable. So when I have something and I'm in it, I'm all in. I'm not gonna just sit on the sideline like, I bought this and but I'm just gonna wait. No, I try to implement because I have goals and I want to reach them, and I have kids to take care of. So it's like I can do this. I got this. And once I get into it, it's like, whoa, there is money to be made in the digital and affiliate marketing space. Whoa, it really is. So that's
what was the first program you got into when you started your digital marketing or affiliate marketing?
The first one is your first 5K with Arlen. I never really understood affiliate link, not so much on the digital marketing, but as far as affiliate links in my services, like one-on-one coaching, we had a 5-day challenge in the membership that I took upon myself to complete. And within, I think it was the 3rd day, I already had 3 one-on-one sessions that, she was saying, don't charge more than $100. So I set mine at $97. And y'all, over the last 2 months, I've had 12 of those. And I can go down the list of the stuff that I did to obtain. I know. I haven't shown it all on Facebook because I've been busy. Like I haven't been on social media, to put content out there, but it's like I'm working behind the scenes, trust me. And people are seeing this and people are wanting it and there's a need for it. So I'm like, okay, I'm providing this and people are interested. I kid y'all not, like she told us to pick one out of the one-on-one sessions, VIP day, affiliate links, and it was 2 more, but I didn't go with them. But I did try all 3 of them. So with the one-on-one sessions, 12. I had 12 bookings with that. With the VIP, which was $997, I had one person say something about it, and I didn't even put it up. I didn't even put it out there. One person I was on the phone with, who I make journals for. She's a client. Well, she's a repeat customer. So I mentioned it to her and she's like, oh man, I want to do that. Can you send a link? I want to be a part of your VIP day. I want to come chill with you. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I put it out there. She's like, yeah, I want to do a VIP day with you. I was like, okay. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. Go ahead.
once you get that, it's the digital affiliate marketing space. Once you get that snowball to start rolling, and then you start to roll it downhill, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then what I usually tell people is, like, I think me and Bob talked about this before too. It's not, even though he's doing websites, I'm like, how many can you do in a span of, a month or so, or what's your schedule looking like? I said, well, depending on your price, maybe you need to bump it up to a premium price, and then you can work less, but you can actually do more. And that's the way digital marketing and affiliate marketing works. You can, affiliate marketing, you don't really have to have no overhead. You can start with next to nothing, And then the more money you collect, you just put back into yourself. And then it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Yes. So that's where I started at, but I started all wrong. You got lucky.
No, I bought
into not like me.
Not like
I bought into everything. I bought anything that came out. I was like, I need that. I want that. I didn't even know how to use it. I was like, I gotta have that. Everybody else getting it. Let me get this.
This is part of Lamont's journal he wants to burn.
Yeah. No, not just the journal. I want to burn my whole computer because it's still sitting there. And computer dust of stuff I'd never used. I thought I needed, and you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot.
Right. I agree.
I think Lamont is saying that, like, you're lucky in that sense that you didn't go spend, thousands of dollars and stuff on different programs and whatever.
I have
like we talked about, a million times about shiny object syndrome, and then when you buy into a program and you're there and it's like, maybe 2 weeks in, nothing's happening. You're like, okay, I got to find something else. I got to find something else. And it's like,
that's
but you had that focus. You had that focus and that's like, hats off to you on that one.
Thank you. When I tapped into the digital marketing space, I've created some digital products that, I've sold for journals, like their journal pages mainly, but I figured it's more niches out there that I can dive into. So I took it upon myself. I took it upon myself to join the second group that I'm in on school, and it deals with digital marketing. Monica Lee had this $5 resale guide. Yeah, I'm like $5. Okay, I can invest $5 with it. What I'm gonna do with it? I opened that guide up.
Yep.
It's a gems that this guide, this $5 guide is how I actually got started. It's called the overnight pay method. And on the inside of it, it tells you exactly what to do. And I kid you not, it's the easiest way to jump into digital marketing. You don't need a following. You don't need ads. You don't even need a website. Only thing you need is to plug and play. Like I resell the guide on PayHip, my PayHip store. Now, y'all, why has this guide sold more than anything on my PayHip store? And I only started it 14 days ago today.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Like, holy, it gives you all the tools you need. When I say scripts, posts, 30-day post challenge, reels, it gives you everything you need to get started. So I'm like, there's no excuse for anyone not to make extra money. Like, I'm literally waking up to money in my sleep. I'm waking up to orders. I'm like, Lord, thank you for the tap in. I have tapped in. Digital marketing is golden. It is golden.
You know what? Because I need another side hustle. I might tap in with you.
You should. I can't believe you. $5 has turned into, for many, not me quite yet. I ain't at $1,000 mark with that yet, but I'm getting close. But I'm in her school membership, the Digital Success Product Academy, and there are women in there who have made $1,500 off a $5 product within less than 30 days.
Yeah.
But then it's amazing.
Here's the twist to it, because even though you're getting to sell that product for $5, it's almost like you're getting paid for getting a lead as well. So it works hand in hand. So once you get everything, where you want it at, those $5 leads can turn into $9.97, can turn into $25.97 and more. And just like when you hit on a note, and you said, well, that $9.97 came from a repeat customer. Just imagine how many of them you have on your list right now that you don't know about yet, but they're there. So it's bigger than what it looks. But the more successful you get, the more
you attract people.
The more you attract people.
Yeah,
and it's going to happen. I'm not going to say it's going to happen overnight, but you already see parts of it happening right now.
Yeah.
When you wake up and you got money in your inbox.
Right. I'm like, yes. Where have I tapped into?
It's golden.
And I've ran some polls on Facebook, and asking people like, what would you do if I showed you how easy it is to make money online? Would you want it or would you not? And it's like with the $5 guide, you really don't have any over here. You spend $5 and you can make that right back. I made that $5 right back in less than an hour of posting the product.
Yeah. Yep.
And I woke up to 4 sales the next morning.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's awesome.
It's so much possible, and I'm just living the journey. I'm living the journey because coming from where I'm from, it's like it's rough. It was rough, but now I'm like, okay, God, I see you. I see you moving.
Yeah.
Hey, so you're out in Fort Worth, Texas, and where's that flood that happened in relation to where you're at?
I am 5 hours away from it. Kerrville.
Oh, okay.
Kerr County. Yeah.
Wow.
So we got
Texas
rain.
is big.
Oh yeah. It's super big,
Oh,
honey.
I know
It takes
it's
4.5
big,
hours to get out of Texas from where I'm at. Like
I'll
4.5
take a plane.
hours? My God.
Take a plane.
Yeah. So plane. At one point, I wouldn't fly, y'all. I would not get on a plane. But in 2023, I was like, oh no, I'm not driving anywhere. I'm not driving anywhere else. I'm going to fly, and that's what I
know.
do.
That's right. I know that's right.
So you got the journaling, the affiliate marketing, the digital marketing. You got anything else on your plate, or what you got going on in the next couple months?
Well, I just released a book, my memoir. It came out June 6th. I forgot to mention it, Lamont. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Put the book out. Let me know what it is.
This is
I have a
awesome.
book. Well, this is my second book that I wrote myself. I'm also a co-author of a book, so I have 3 under my belt. But my memoir, From Trauma to Triumph, it tells about my traumatic experience, which I'm not going to go into, but it also tells people how to heal. It deals with journaling, of course, because that's my thing. And it's just a guide. It's not all about my life. It is about how I healed through journaling and how it got me through, and how I know for a fact that it can help others just like me who've been through something traumatic, whether they're grieving, whether they're, going through a rough patch. I have prompts in there. I have a 7-day challenge in there. And I also have a list of people who pre-ordered my book who actually trusted me enough to go ahead and pre-order it before the words were even written, y'all.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Within the next...
I gotta say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But this is like another area in which so many people struggle, right? And it's trying to find whatever niche that they're trying to get into. And it's like listening to your story, you've surrounded everything around journaling. Yes, and there's so many different components in which you're tapping into, and dude, like this is amazing. Amazing.
Thank you. That goes back to something Lamont posted on his page. It was about basically saying don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. But you didn't say it in those words. But
just pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
Yeah, you can't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. I said pick one. And the problem, this is stemming from my biggest problem. I wanted to do this, that, the other, and I couldn't make sense of it because I didn't know how to afford the time or allot the time to do this, that, and the other. So I would try to do them all simultaneously, and I would get nowhere. So I just said, you know what? It's either I'm going to make it happen or I'm just going to quit altogether. And then it dawned on me. I was like, why don't I just do one thing at a time and get good at that? And then go to the next one. And it's almost like you see online every day, I got 7 streams of income. Well, what good is 7 streams of income if you can't get one of them to work?
Right.
It's not cute anymore. You got money coming out, but you got no money coming in. And I just don't understand it. And that was me for years. So and then when I find out, go ahead. Okay, here we go now. See.
I'm not finished with you. Ladies first. Before I got into the marketing.
That was good.
Before I got into the digital marketing stage, y'all, that's what I was thinking about. Like, how will I be able to turn this into a stream of income with my journals? I don't want to just be reselling somebody's guide. So that, Bob, is what I'm working on next, reverting it back to journaling. I figured I can go ahead and start making more interior designs and selling journals digitally, but use the process and the method that the overnight pay method has taught me, because it works. It has strategy, and that strategy has made me money. So that's how I'm gonna tie that back to journaling. I'm glad you brought that up, Bob, because I was like, I don't want to be all over the place with this, but strategy.
Everything you do is going to lead back to your core niche, which is journaling.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter how many side hustles you tack on. Everything is just going to feed into that one pipeline. Is going to go right back into journaling. And if you're an expert, if you're a master in that, then everything's going to lead to that, and then it's just going to go up from there. So
that's the goal.
I love seeing this, and it makes my heart just smile, because I see a lot of people hurting in the industry right now, don't know where to turn to. And then, they promote one program this week, and then next week they was like, oh, I found a new program, but they didn't get the first 3 to work. So, I'm like, it's never ending.
They're not sticking with it. They want an overnight success, and it just doesn't happen for most of us like that. No, you have to be consistent. You have to show up.
Yeah, there's no easy button for digital marketing or affiliate marketing. You have to put in the work, and you're going to get out what you put in. Now, if you think you're going to be working 2 hours a day, I mean, you can do that, but you have to learn the skill of working 2 hours a day. A lot of people don't do that.
Right.
So,
I think that it's absolutely fantastic. Like you started off with, writing in a journal, and tearing down that journal into the very last atom to make your dream just blow up. Like down, like to the pages, to the back, to the font. I mean, like the feel. It's like I got goosebumps just thinking about like how amazing it is.
It's amazing.
You found that. Like that's
who can testify.
Start journaling, Bob.
Yeah, start journaling.
Oh, I'm going to. I got the book here. I gotta write something in there tonight. I gotta write.
Now let me pull the microphone a little closer to myself, because Bob, if you don't, I want you to listen to my voice very closely. I want to hold on. Let me intensify the bass a little bit. Yeah, okay. I want you to. Yeah, but when the world hears this, I want them to hear it too. So, Bob, that journal, that red journal you have on your book, start today. Today.
Yes.
Today. Wait, look at my eyes. Normally, I don't stretch my eyes like this unless I'm trying to see something. Today. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna write something.
Go ahead and start.
Yeah. I'm gonna
stay on you because
I like hearing stories like this. It's we try to focus on having guests on the show that are just starting out. And I know you've got some time underneath your belt, but to have the amount of success that you've had so far is
in a short amount of time. Yeah.
It's amazing. It really is amazing. These are the stories that I like, to put out there. The stories that we normally get from guests that we have on is like, they're maybe like, a few months in, or they've been doing it for maybe like about a year, but they haven't really found that exact groove to make them go.
Mojo. Yeah.
But you got your mojo. You got your mojo hard.
No, yeah.
Oh man.
I'm so thankful. I came from a broken place with this. I didn't know where God was taking me, but when I look back on it, when my life changed at the end of 2019, I was like, God, what are you doing? What are you telling me? Like, and I have a relationship with God. He brought me back to him. I had to go through that traumatic experience for him to bring me back to him, for me to get to where I am now. I joined a mentorship. I got I received therapy for what I went through. I've started my own mentorships with my sister in Christ, Candace Brown. I've I did mentorship when it comes to the handmade journals. It's just this journey, it hasn't been easy, but it has been fulfilling. It's been purpose led, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
And I feel you on that, to the point where, even when I write my little morning posts on Facebook, I always leave on purpose.
On
Because
purpose,
you have to find your purpose. And once you find your purpose, everything else is just going to be given to you. This is where it comes from, Bob. And when I started writing it, people was like, well, what you mean by on purpose? You have to find your purpose. I can't give you your purpose. God can give you your purpose. I can't give it to you. He gave me my purpose, and I'm just following along. So wherever this leads me or whatever this takes me, I know it's a journey, but I know it's a lesson involved. So, I'm willing to go through that journey.
Absolutely.
And
for everybody out there, it is great to see. For everybody out there listening to this, like this is where like the rubber meets the road. This goes hand in hand with having your why, and why your why has to be so strong. When you buy into a program and you're looking for some sort of salvation from your regular mundane life, whether it be your 9 to 5, or you hate your boss, or whatever your excuse is, to have that program meeting the purpose, them joining together, that's what's going to propel you forward. But if you just buy a program and think that it's just going to be successful for you just because you bought it, you got another thing coming. As a matter of fact, if you feel that way, you can send whatever you spent on that to becoolwithbob@gmail.com. There's my PayPal. And I guarantee me success.
And you hit the nail on the head, because there's a lot of bandwagon entrepreneurs, because they will throw a screenshot up and they be like, if he can make this money, I can make this kind of money. But it doesn't work like that, because if you don't put in the work, baby, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So here's the point of the podcast, where we ask you one specific question: if there was anything that you can tell anybody else of importance, what would that be right now in the digital space or the journal space? What would that be? What can you leave somebody with today?
I would say to stop overthinking it and just get started. I mean, you have to find your niche. You have to find your mojo, but you have to search that out. Nobody else is gonna give it to you. Nobody else is gonna do it for you. You have to get started on your own. So I put a post up the other day, and I was like, a year from now, you'll wish you had got started today, like something along those lines. So that's what I would say. Get started today.
That's cool.
That's simple as that.
That's really good advice.
When people start seeing this episode, or they start getting wind of it, whether it be on Spotify or YouTube, and they're gonna start thinking, it's gonna get their engine turning, because there's somebody somewhere that's gonna listen to this that has been in that very same spot. And then when they start hearing it, it's gonna click, because not everybody is gonna have that good opportunity to make or connect the dots. That's what I want to say, because it's hard to connect the dots when there's so many pieces. But everybody looks at let's say it's 30 dots, and everybody's looking at the 30 dots trying to figure out how to put them together. Well, just start with one. You don't try to put 30 dots together. Just start with one, and then piece it together. And then if it starts to make sense, you can connect another dot. But the biggest thing that people go through is the overwhelm of, I got to learn this. I got to know how this works. And then next thing you know, a year's passed, they're not moving, and then they give up. And it's frustrating when you give up, because you put some time and effort in, but it wasn't in the right direction. You know what I mean? So thank you for clarifying a lot of things. Appreciate that.
Let me end with the quote by what's his name? Jim Rohn. Excuse me, Jim Rohn. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. But if you don't, you'll find an excuse. Boom.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Mic drop. Right there.
I'm using that tonight on my post. I don't know. You gonna see
one
it.
of my posts last week. Yep. And that's exactly what it is.
It needs to be heard.
Absolutely.
But Lisa, thank you so very much for coming out and hanging out with us today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. I enjoyed
for sure.
Oh no, we enjoyed you because you coming with realness, authenticness, and genuineness, and that's all we can ask for. And it goes to show you, it goes a long way, you know.
Yes,
and we appreciate that. So
thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Tylesa. You know, we're gonna drop you in the back room for just a
longer.
moment.
No, I want to talk longer. No, but we only got an hour, so.
Okay.
So we'll put you in the back room. You have some champagne and caviar in the back room, and then we'll be right with you. Oh man, and see, this is why we do the podcast like we do, because it's important, because not everybody is just trying to just say, okay, I'm going to sell you something and then leave. She's trying it out for herself, and I think I wrote something as a post before, and I said, stop trying to, sell me a product. Sell me a solution to the problem I'm having, And there's a lot of problems when it comes to journaling. And then you can put your pen to pad, and then you can solve a lot of your problems. So this is her mainstay. This is her niche. And now with the other side incomes coming in, she can feed all that right back into her main business. And it's good to see, because that's how it's actually supposed to work.
That's exactly how it's supposed to work. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Tylesa's, she's definitely one that I wanna keep close to the hip. So Tylesa, I hope you don't mind. I wanna friend you on all of my profiles and all of my social medias. Because I really want to follow. I want to continue to see where your story leads. It's really, really nice to know that, somebody out there that has bought into a program, but not only bought into the program, you put the pieces together and you found what works for you.
Yeah.
That's the absolute best, And for those listening out there, you got to set the right foundation. And that foundation has to be that why. Take a real deep look within yourself to find out what that purpose is. Because without that, just send me your money. And that's it. It will be good. Just send me your money, because once you have that purpose, then you'll have success.
Right. But since I'm the metric specialist, I can send you my Cash App or my PayPal if you want to send me some money. I can give some extra advice, But it's all good, because everybody has to find a way in life. Sometimes some just need extra help or extra push, or some just need to listen to this podcast, Caption Convos, every week. And then you probably hear something that finally makes something click. And when it makes it click, you be like, oh, why didn't I do this 10, 15, 20 weeks ago? And the missing pieces is probably right in front of you. You just can't see it.
Yep.
So I'm going to end on that note. And my name is Lamont Braithwaite, your metrics specialist. And if you ever need metrics in your business, I'm the guy to call.
My name is Bob G, your web design strategist. And we will see you next week. Take care, everybody.